This is Boston 25 News Now.
You don't think a mayor of the city of Lawrence has enemies? He's done the greatest job that any mayor has ever done.
Breaking right now at 6, chaos outside court as the Lawrence mayor faces federal fraud charges. His quick escape, a little too quick.
I don't know.
The shocking scene the mayor's neighbors woke up to as federal agents put him in handcuffs.
After 2 stabbings in Boston this week, a city councilor suggests calling in the National Guard, but the mayor says military is not the answer. We'll show you what both Councilor Ed Flynn and Mayor Wu are saying about this tonight.
Then the Massachusetts lawmakers making a surprise visit to the Plymouth Ice facility. The reason for their unannounced drop-in. Weather on the 10s here at 6 o'clock. We have a beautiful night getting underway. Perfect for dinner on the deck. Thanks for joining us here live at 6. I'm Kel Thompson along with meteorologist Vicki Graff. Great start to the weekend, Vicki.
Yes, and right now we're dry, but I am tracking some showers across parts of Massachusetts right now. You'll notice most of the rain has been across western Mass, Connecticut, Rhode Island here. And where you see this green here across parts of the South Shore and South Coast, that's actually what we call a sea breeze feature, or even just a little bit of some wind that is keeping any storms away for now. But what I'm watching is some steadier rainfall here from, say, Colchester, and some downpours here. Not lightning at the moment, but I have seen some lightning so far. A spot shower just starting to approach Athol right now, as well as Keene, so some light rain there, and more storms across parts of New York. And I'm watching this as it moves into western New England here. This represents where we have that elevated concern for some strong, even severe thunderstorms this evening. Rain isn't a guarantee for everybody, but just watch that window up until about 8 o'clock, and then we're dry after that. I'll show you when rain returns coming up.
We are following breaking news at 6. The Lawrence mayor appears to blow a kiss to the camera just before the car he is in crashes as he is leaving court. You see it there. Brian DePena was arrested this morning on wire fraud and money laundering allegations. Federal prosecutors say he used more than $1.5 million in COVID small business loans to pay his personal taxes, fund his mayoral campaign, and pay off more than $880,000 in high-interest mortgages on properties he owned in Lawrence. We have team coverage tonight. Boston 25 News' Ellie Murillo is in the mayor's neighborhood speaking with people who witnessed his arrest this morning. But we start with Boston 25's Daniel Coates live in Boston. Things escalated quickly after court, Daniel.
Kale, a wild day at Seaport and really just a crazy sequence of events. It started today at 1 o'clock when Mayor DePena faced a federal judge inside Moakley. He was able to walk free today, but we had our crews stationed at the front door and the back door. I was behind the courthouse when I saw Mayor DePena and his attorney slipping through the back door. That's when I approached them and confronted them with questions.
Do you have any comment to the city?
Hi, guy.
Lawrence's mayor, Brian DePena, seemingly all smiles, leaving federal court in Boston. Inside, he faced serious wire fraud and money laundering charges.
God bless you. We're not. We're just. God bless you.
Prosecutors claimed Friday he collected more than $1.5 million in COVID small business loans and used that money for his personal and political expenses starting 5 years ago. His attorney denied the accusations.
You don't think a mayor of the city of Lawrence has enemies? He's done the greatest job that any mayor has ever done for the city of Lawrence.
So you're saying,
why don't you drive to Lawrence and see how incredible it is? No comment.
DePena was released under conditions. He surrender his passport and stay in Massachusetts. He also didn't seek an exemption to travel to the Dominican Republic for his son's wedding.
No comment.
Nothing at all, sir.
Bye.
A thumbs up in his car, a kiss goodbye, and then chaos. Their quick getaway stalled.
Nothing happening. Sure, I need to take a picture of this.
His attorney with a final, strong message to the media before speeding off.
What I'm saying is I'm going to have bodyguards because look how outrageous this is. It's crazy. You would never do this to someone white.
A dramatic scene right there, in strong words as well from his attorney. DePena has been the mayor of Lawrence since 2021, and he actually won re-election in 2025. Today at Moakley, he waived a probable cause hearing, and it's unclear when he'll appear in federal court once again. On scene in Seaport, I'm Daniel Coates for local station, Boston 25 News.
Excitement there, Daniel. Thank you. The FBI's Boston division accuses DePena of cashing in on a public health crisis and blatantly defrauding a government program meant to keep businesses afloat during the pandemic. Boston 25's Ellie Murillo is in Lawrence with neighbors who witnessed the arrest.
Some of the neighbors I spoke with say they were woken up to several federal agents in the neighborhood. Many shocked to hear that Mayor Brian De Peña, who has led this city since 2021, is now facing federal charges.
I feel bad. I feel bad.
This hefty complaint lays out the alleged money trail that federal investigators say led to wire fraud and money laundering charges against Lawrence Mayor Brian De Peña. Federal prosecutors claim it started with Tenares Tire Services, a Lawrence business De Peña owns. The complaint alleges that in 2020 and 2021, De Peña applied for federal economic injury disaster loans, money created to help small businesses survive the pandemic. Tenares Tire Services declined to speak with our Boston 25 crews on Friday, but business carried on as usual. Prosecutors allege that Peña secured more than $1.5 million in pandemic relief loans and later diverted hundreds of thousands of those dollars to his mayoral campaign, personal tax debt, and to pay off more than $800,000 in high-interest loans tied to properties he owned.
When I had a problem shoveling or something, he'd come over and help a little bit, so I always kind of appreciated him.
So are you shocked to hear something like this?
Yes, I was, really. I mean, I know for a long time there's been a lot of things said and one thing and another, but I don't want to believe it till I see it.
If convicted, the one count of wire fraud charge carries up to 20 years in prison. The one count of money laundering up to 10. De Peña posted bond after a federal hearing on Friday. He's ordered to turn in his passport. He's also prohibited of crossing state lines unless he consults with the court. Now, I did get a hold of Mayor De Peña's office. They tell me that they will not be commenting at this time. Now, just to be clear, these charges are allegations. De Peña is presumed innocent until proven guilty. We're on scene in Lawrence. I'm Eli Morillo for your local station, Boston 25 News.
More breaking news tonight. The MBTA will pay nearly $500,000 to settle a lawsuit accusing General Manager Philip Ang of pulling an employee's hair. Boston 25 has learned the incident allegedly happened in 2024 at a work-related dinner. We're told Ang did it while making a joke about his own baldness. He has apologized and says it was a mistake. The employee has agreed to resign. Her last day will be September 18th. New tonight, a major car crash investigation underway in Wellesley. Police say it happened on Route 9 at Oak Street. They say there are serious injuries, but we don't know yet how many people were involved. Updates as we get them, both here on air and online at boston25news.com. New tonight, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu pushing back on a call to bring the National Guard into Boston. The city councilor who made that comment standing behind it tonight after a rash of violence in the city this week. Boston 25 News reporter Michael Ramonde is at City Hall Plaza.
The Boston Dominican Parade is on Sunday. Councilor Ed Flynn says that there needs to be a conversation about bringing in the National Guard, not only to help with safety, but to give police officers a break.
Ever since Pedro and Big Papi, we've been showing New York that Boston does it better.
Dominican Pride everywhere at City Hall Plaza Friday as the annual Dominican Parade and Festival takes over Jamaica Plain to Franklin Park, a big event this weekend where safety will be top of mind.
It's terribly unfair what is happening to our police officers and their families in the city of Boston.
Councilor Ed Flynn says the city should discuss bringing in the National Guard after 2 stabbings this week in Boston. Flynn says officers are working 16-hour shifts as the department is understaffed.
And is there a role for the National Guard to play? Or is there not a role for the National Guard to play? It's worth having a conversation.
Mayor Wu says safety is the foundation for all city events, claiming crime rates are at historic lows. She disagrees with the councilor and does not think that the military is the answer.
I think that is not only unproductive but unsafe for our residents, and we've seen that happen in cities around the country. It's frankly foolish and irresponsible to make that call in this environment especially.
5 people were shot at the Dominican Parade 2 summers ago. All of them survived. The mayor says the city is working to further reduce violence without using the National Guard.
Being specific about what the causes are is the only way to help us actually get to solutions.
Councilor Flynn says he hasn't started any conversations with his colleagues to this point, but intends to soon. Reporting on scene in Boston, I'm Michael Raimondi for your local station, Boston 25 News.
3 members of Massachusetts' congressional delegation made a surprise visit to the ICE detention facility in Plymouth today. They say they wanted an up-close look at the facility and to check the welfare of the detainees inside. Congressman Stephen Lynch says many were in the process of becoming U.S. citizens when they were detained.
Many of these people had student visas, or they were in the TPS program, or they were in the legal immigration process when ICE went after them, in their homes or in their communities.
Lynch says last time he visited the facility, there were 382 detainees. Federal law allows members of Congress to make those unannounced visits. Boston 25 meteorologist Vicki Graff back with us here with your weather on the 10s. Vicki, we have made it to the weekend finally.
Yes.
Looks like it's going to be a nice one too.
Really nice forecast in store for us this weekend, especially when it comes to August. So right now we do have to get through a couple of showers potentially tonight. You'll notice most of the rain has been across Connecticut, Rhode Island, and even western Massachusetts. But some of these showers are trying to get a little bit closer to us locally. So from Athol, Orange, Keene, seeing possibly a little bit of some light rain. It won't last long. We're dry in North Grafton with 78 degrees, dry in Worcester with 75, 82 in Stowe, Boston is 82, 80 in Nashua, New Hampshire, 80 for Hanover, and across the Cape and Islands, we're in the mid 70s. It's feeling nice and comfortable though from Martha's Vineyard through Mashpee at 73 degrees and 75 in Provincetown. Dew points are in the 50s, and that's why I don't see much as far as rainfall this evening. If we get anything, some light showers are still possible, but this is all thanks to this storm system that's approaching. Now tomorrow you don't have to worry about rain. In fact, the weekend is looking fantastic. Upper 70s and sunshine tomorrow. I'll show you how soon that rain returns coming up.
A mother wants no parent to ever know the fear of not being able to find their child. The wristband she's created helping save kids who may wander off. And from back to school to back in custody, the faces local police need help identifying and the crimes you could help them solve in this week's Mass Most Wanted. A piece of evidence in the Lindsay Clancy murder trial. Both sides say it can help prove their case.
I'm sad and depressed because I am not able to parent my third child like my first.
The diary-like note recorded on Clancy's cell phone, what it may hold for prosecutors trying to discredit her mental health claims.